Capricorn, I love you guys. How you doing? This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. My name is Michelle. I'm an astrologer and a tarot card reader, an intuitive empath, and I use my psychic and empathic abilities to provide you with insights so that you can be empowered to heal and help change your life for the better. Make the best decisions and all that good stuff. Mostly we can have fun with each other, we can chat and inspire each other. Yeah, did you know that Mercury slipped back into your DMs? Yeah? No, seriously, Mercury went back into Capricorn because it is currently in retrograde, will be retrograded until February 3rd. And yes, Venus is still in retrograde too. So yeah, you have two inner planets which directly affect your personal life, personal space, day to day. So they're direct impact two planets, Venus and Mercury, right there. Now, that doesn't mean something bad's happening, but if you feel tired, you feel a little bit overworked, maybe you feel, hold on, like you're not, you're not keeping up with things and stuff like that, that is most probably because you have two planets that are in retrograde and it's impacting your day-to-day. It's also saying that this is a time when your relationships are going to feel like, oh, they always want to talk, or we have to have another conversation. But yeah, it's kind of, you do. This can feel like there's no movement in relationships or interpersonal relationships. Doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. It's not about movement when things are in retrograde, right? It's about understanding. It's about really, really digging down because you have the time. You're legitimately, retrogrades are a blessing that irritates everybody because they're a slowing down, an intentional slowing down. Everybody's slowing down to give you more of a chance to make better decisions. So you don't steamroll shit. Think of the Matrix, right? Think of how when everything slowed down, you could see the bullets, and then, he had more control over where he moved because he realized that the speed was what he made it. That's what retrogrades do. They're actually for your benefit, and everybody treats them like, oh, they're such an inconvenience. Well, if that's how you treat them, then they're going to be really inconvenient because that's how shit breaks. You can't make decisions at the same speed in a retrograde. You're not supposed to. Retrogrades are to make us more consciously aware about why we are deciding the things we are deciding. And you have two planets, Venus and Mercury, that are both in retrograde. Now, Mercury is in retrograde, right? Venus is in retrograde, and guess who else entered? You guys are so fucked. I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna say it straight out. You kind of, you're not in a bad way, but in a brain way. Oh, stop! Do not disturb, motherfuckers. In a brain way, because Mars just entered Capricorn too. So wait a second. So there's Mars in Capricorn. Mercury has retrograded back to Capricorn. And Venus is still in retrograde in Capricorn. Ah! It's like all the inner planets, well, not all the inner planets are retrograde, but Mars is going to give you a boost of energy. But it's not going to make you want to move fast. It's giving you the energy that you need, almost like a drill sergeant, to dig down and do what the retrogrades are asking you to do, which is become almost like a perfectionist at how things are getting done. This is a great time to learn. This is a great time to understand. This is a great time to see 3D, 4D instead of 2D. This is a great time because there's an exacting energy to Mars in Capricorn that demands absolute perfection. It is sort of perfectionist, and it's very like hardcore, like I said, like a drill sergeant, right? It's like did somebody mess up? Did somebody not follow the rules correctly? Let's do this right. Or if I'm planning something, let's do it right. Let's do it by the book because we don't want to f this up. This is a great time to really lay some groundwork on things where you need that kind of attention. If you're opening a business, if you're signing If you're opening a business, I was going to say if you're signing paperwork to buy, you shouldn't be buying a luxury item, a big purchase like a house or even a car in a Mercury and Venus retrograde. But this is a sense of really getting the nuances of how things are purchased, how things are sold, understanding what kind of deals are out there for you. Could you get a better deal? Those kind of things is a really good, will really impact your mind very well if you allow yourself to use it. And I feel like you will. So if there's if there's a feeling of being tugged back, don't, because you're not supposed to move forward in this energy. You're supposed to dig down. You're supposed to get to the nitty-gritty. This is where you plant the cornerstones, all right? Not where you sprawl out. But this is the good time to start planting those cornerstones. I hope that helped you a little bit. So ends the astrology. No, astrology runs throughout all of this. But let's get into the cards, okay? Remember, there's always an extended video. And y'all who stop listening at 5 minutes in, you losers. I don't even fucking know why anybody would do it, because not even half the reading has been done. Not to mention, the best way to help the channel is to watch the videos all the way through, because the algorithm prioritizes videos who are watched longer. Did you know that? Well, now you know. This is Capricorn, please. Let's get some info on Capricorn. More info, because we already did some info. Let's get some more info on Capricorn. On Capricorn. And you know, with that North Node now in Taurus, this is a real good time to think, are the ways that I've always done things really getting me where I want to go? Really helping me build the things that I want to build? Because this could be the time when you change your traditions. You know, you change your establishment. You change how you've always built things to make them better. We have time to collaborate. Okay, time to collaborate, which means you are hard at work, but there's also a sense of learning how to play nice with others. This could be the part of the project where you have to team up with somebody else, trusting somebody else, working with somebody else, laying a strong foundation in a partnership with somebody else. And I said that in the beginning of this week. If you watch my daily tarot card readings, they happen over on Astrology Motivation. If you watch them, you'll know that this week was all about changes to your person through relationships, realizations that you have in relationships. So this is really interesting energy for you. There's always enough. This is Piscean energy. So either you're collaborating with a Pisces because it's legitimately literal for you, or there's a sense of you're opening yourself up to broader ideas through collaborating with others and through incorporating other people's ideas, creativity, and skill set into what you're doing. You're actually going to add dynamics that you could never have added yourself. And that makes your product a higher standard. It makes you a higher standard. This could also mean that there's a lot of emotions going around between you and a significant other right now in terms of whoever you are collaborating with, whether it's a business partner or a spouse of some sort, a significant other. There's a lot of emotions here. It's upright, so it's beautiful emotions. It also speaks to really caring about somebody or being empathetic with somebody, or that somebody's really empathetic and really cares about you. This is a sense of investing in others. They want to invest in you. Maybe there's also a sense of feeling overwhelmed by emotion, within a collaboration, because of a collaboration partnership. Try to keep it general and offer you guys as many different ways as what might be going on. Time for a deep dive. What did I say? This whole energy right now for you guys is not about spreading out. It's about digging down. So this could be really getting to the brass tacks of emotions. There's some deep emotions here. This could be an excellent time for finding love, falling in love. Yes, even with Venus in retrograde, a sense of realizing what you actually need in love and not what you want in love, and where the real quality lies, right? That sense could be also people starting to see that in you. It's also a sense of time for a deeper dive, maybe a deeper commitment. If you like it, put a fucking ring on it. You hear what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying. See the big picture. And I think that's what it's all about. Digging down is all about spreading out, right? The deeper your roots go, the wider you can branch out. And this is Taurus energy, realizing North Node, there's more out there. You know, I don't know everything. And I see that there are greater challenges ahead of me. You need help. You need somebody that will be there by your side and committed to you and being committed to them. Realizing that I don't know everything there is to know. I need to work with and through other people. And that's what's going on right now. Open to infinite possibilities. Opening up your mind through ideas or perspectives of other people. Also a sense of diving in really deep to what you feel about whatever you're feeling it about, you know. I just feel like, hold on. Open to infinite. All of these are uprights. This is great energy. Like open to infinite possibilities is Aquarian energy, Taurus energy on the table, Libra energy. This has to do with Venus. Okay. This has to do with Venus. No, see, I don't see this as you guys spreading it around or opening up to a different relationship or partnership, however it's impacting your life. I see it as just kind of being able to finally combine your insight with somebody, or seeing things getting very hopeful. You know, and you realizing that there is hope, maybe in something that you'd been working hard on. You had to dig deep into a situation, whatever that is for you, Capricorn. There's a sense of now there's a light in the dark. There's a star shining above. There's hope. And it could be that the two of you have similar hopes. You have similar aspirations, and you have similar moral, ethical, religious, theological beliefs. And those are the things that matter the most. It's not about this crazy passion that overtakes us. That's not even love. That's not even love. It's not. It's either lust, obsession, or something called limerence. Look it up. But that's not what love is. This is about seeing the tangible, tactile, real future with somebody, or with a partnership that you have, or with a business that you have, and how it's actually going to work, the real workings of it. And being able to catch a glimpse of that is going to give you a tremendous leg up. And the reason that is because when you see things realistically, because you're dealing with them realistically, you're not dealing with them in some fog, right? And now you're able to actually bring all those ideals to life. What do I mean by that? Y'all, we did not get to flying planes by denying gravity. We got to flying planes by accepting gravity and figuring out how the fuck it works so that we could defy that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. You got to find the inner workings of something in order to get beyond it. You can't pretend it's not there. And I feel like that beautiful experience is grounding you now. It's this beautiful understanding of, I have a deeper respect for something because I see its inner workings. You know, it's worth the investment of my time to understand this topic, this person, this industry so intimately, because only in that intimate understanding am I going to be capable of changing shit and defying the current limitations, if I want these limitations to not be there, I have to figure out why they were there to begin with. You can't just take the cornerstone away from something without replacing the cornerstone. You don't want this to collapse. You want it to grow, right? You don't support a tree by cutting away its roots. You dig down. You encourage the root growth. That's what you're doing. And that's sort of what you're doing now. And it may feel messy, and it may be very emotional and very, like it feels like you're just going through quicksand, but God bless, that's not what you're going through. You are legitimately understanding something so intimately that nobody's going to know this shit better than you. And that's exactly the position that you want to be in, because you want to be right about this. You want to know this inside and out. You want to know every law. You want to know every button. You want to know every capability, and you want to know every flaw. You want to know. And this is a great time to know. And I feel like you're very passionate about this. And I got to say, this is almost like music to your ears. You want to work this hard for something so that when you get everything that you want, you'll know that you earned it. Because that's the only way you guys would really be able to accept it, right? The universe got to hand you shit in a way that you can handle it. And you couldn't handle it if it wasn't this grudgingly, right? If it wasn't so difficult. Because now you know that you understand why you know this well. You understand why everything. You understand every corner, every nook, every cranny, right? You got it mapped out in your head. This is actually wonderful energy for you. Yeah, enjoying the work. Ultimately, enjoying the work. And then we have, come on now, check this out. Yeah, there's definitely a shift. You're ready. You're either ready or you're getting ready. Truth be told, this is a new life. Moving forward to your new life. Now, truth be told is also being willing to see the truth. That's why it's represented by owl. Being able to see clearly, or being able to see clearly, not what you want there, but what is actually there. And that's how you're going to get to your new life, okay? Damn, Capricorn. Let's get more info. Nope, that didn't want to come out. Those cards really didn't want to shuffle today. Capricorn. Oh. Well, this deck is talkative. Hold up. We have sacrifice. Now, if I wasn't talking to anybody else, I wouldn't have had this reaction. But when I saw that for you, guys, I was like, that's awesome. Because that means that you know what you've given up. And they're also saying that you are going to have to give something up. And that is the universal law, right? You can't get something unless you've given something. You can't because there's no room. You have had to get rid of something, or cut something out, or remove something. Maybe it's even clothes in your closet. I don't give a fuck. You've had to give something up in order to make room for something better. Second time now, you have new life and new beginnings. Sacrifice. How much have you sacrificed? You've definitely sacrificed something for this new chance or this new start. And it could be comfort. You know, it definitely, creature comforts. You sacrificed a lot. You changed a lot. And ultimately, it's shown you what you were really capable of, because there's that sense of, you know, getting so used to something you think that's the only reality. And Capricorns could do that a little bit too much, just because of that Saturnian, you know, influences. Oh, it's always been this way, so that's reality. No, reality is, you can definitely change reality, right? But you have to know how. You have to learn how. And I think that that's what you guys have been doing. Shadow, you've been looking at parts of yourself. Parts of your, in other words, the sacrifice here is you've had to look at your own shit and really understand the only reason why I wasn't looking beyond is actually because I'm afraid, or because I don't want people to see this part of me. I don't want them to see that I'm not perfect all the way through. Hate to break it to you, but they already know that. It's just that you kind of had to be able to, so this is self-sacrifice. This is sacrificing aspects of yourself, making sacrifices in the way of telling the truth and just letting it out, and letting somebody see you for everything that you are, and letting yourself be vulnerable. It's about letting yourself be vulnerable for you guys, 100%. Let's look at the moon cards. Secret to your success. This was also a sense of you didn't expect some of these challenges to come up, especially if this is for you, if it's relationship. You didn't expect some of this shit. like they're all over here looking good as fuck, but they got this deep dark shadow. And I'm telling you, this is what you're going through right now. You may be doing actual shadow work with you, with your significant other. The both of you should be doing it together so that you could both be exposing your shadow sides together, because once you know somebody's shadow side, you know somebody. That's what I'm trying to say. So this could have to do with, you know, the thing about our shadow side is it keeps us feeling safe. And that's the side we have to lie open and let be vulnerable. The sides of us that we think make us ugly. And I'm not talking about that war. I'm talking about your attitude problems. I'm talking about your prejudices. I'm talking about, yeah, actual prejudices, you know, like beliefs on society that you know aren't very popular. Like that's your fucking shadow side. The parts of you that you try to keep from other people because you think they'd keep you down. And it's about really admitting them to yourself right now so that you have the strength to admit them to anybody else, and telling somebody the truth. There could be conflicts and complications because you're starting to realize somebody that you are partnered with doesn't have the same ideals as you, and that's what's causing the conflict. But I promise you, you can work on this. And not only can you work on this, but by responding in truth to them, you can actually build truth into your relationship. So this is actually a really great opportunity. Confidence is your key. You're working with, confidence is your key to everything that we just spoke to. And then your hard work is paying off. Word up. Let's see where it's getting you. We're going to go to tarot. I hope you join me. It's right below. I love you guys.